get out of your comfort zone. Okay. Now I know this may sound very obvious, like Mazen, come on, get out of your comfort zone. But guys, think of it this way. As a people, as a person, we don't like getting out of that circle, out of that space where we feel comfortable. It's very hard for us. And getting out of your comfort zone, it could be many things. It could be a small thing within the day, or it could be a complete mindset shift that allows you to do something much bigger. Okay? And I can give you some examples of getting out of your comfort zone. So me personally, at least in my teenage years, I always found myself very introverted, okay? It would be hard for me to speak to people because every time I spoke to them, like even when I was speaking to my teachers or speaking to people, I would always overthink what I said. Oh, did I say the right thing? Or was I looking at him the right way? Did the sentence come out the right way? This and that. Always overthinking. So every time I'd have a conversation with someone after the talk, I'd just get boggled in my mind. I'd overthink it. And it just made it very difficult for me to go up and speak to someone or things like that. Then I got out of my comfort zone and I started taking sales calls for my business. Now you can imagine someone like me who's introverted. Right now I'm not introverted. I learned how to not become that way. But it came so naturally after a while because I decided to just get out of my comfort zone, right? I said, you know what? Genuinely, what is the thing keeping me from going out of my comfort zone? Is it confidence? Is it an insecurity? Is it something that you don't like about yourself or about your surrounding? What can you do to just shift it? Like, all right, if it's a confidence issue, just get more confident. Like, just turn the switch on and get more confident. Stop thinking about what other people think, right? If it's an insecurity thing, understand that, 99% of the time, you're seeing insecurities that no one else is seeing, right? Like if there's a spot on your face, if you meet someone for the first time, they're probably never even going to notice that's there until you show it to them, okay? So how people see you is not necessarily the same way you see yourself. We are always a bit more strict when on how we look onto ourselves. But other than that, my point is get out of your comfort zone. And I'll give you an example with networking and sales. When I went with my brother to Vegas for the Traffic and Conversion Summit in January, he did something that was completely out of his comfort zone. He went up on the mic and listen, some of you might disagree with what went down, but at the end of the day, marketing and this industry we're in, marketing and sales, it's a shameless industry. Like you gotta promote, you gotta do this, it's part of the game. But he went on the mic and he basically said on the mic, like, hey guys, I know this is a shameless plug, but I'm the owner of GoFunds, this is what we do, blah, 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 blah. If you're interested, come speak to me, something like that. In front of all these people in this huge summit. And because of doing that, the assistant of the people who were running it, Ryan Dice and his assistant, she came up to us as like, you know what? We're having this secret meeting in the boardroom. Why don't you join us for it? So because of that one instance, we sat in a boardroom, with Ryan Dice, the owner of hundreds of $1 million worth company and other millionaires, and we had discussion. So amazing, right? What an opportunity opened through going out of your comfort zone. And another example is with when networking, if you go to a business event, like a networking event, some of you are very scared to network and talk to people, especially the speakers or this and that. Maybe you feel like, you have a bit of an imposter syndrome, or you think that they're not at your level, so you don't want to go speak to them. But when you go speak to them, it could open doors. I'll give an example. In one of these I won't really mention much names, but there was a marketing event here in London. Speaker spoke. He did an awesome job. I went to speak to him. I was actually going to speak to him about something else. And it ended up being a partnership, a joint, we're doing business together. So get out of your comfort zone and go there and do things, okay? And that's not just in a personal sense, also in a business sense. Get out of your comfort zone in terms of what you're offering, in terms of what you're willing to take on, okay? In the beginning, beginners do this very well. Startups and biz owners getting into the game, they do this well because they're still figuring out what they're good at. So they take on all the projects, they take on all the things, they over deliver, they over promise. They're really getting out of their comfort zone because they're trying to see what sticks. What are they good at? What are they not good at? So later on, as you grow, obviously you don't want to be doing that all the time, but there should be times where you do get out of your comfort zone and maybe try a beta service and see how it works. Because you never know, it might grow up, it might become a core service one time at some point and bring in a lot of revenue. And so just get out of your comfort zone and attach yourself to the process of self-improvement and self-development, and your business will grow. Once you just shift your mind and like, listen, what is it right now that's genuinely stopping me from getting out of my comfort zone or doing what I need to do to be successful? Is it confidence? Is it insecurities? Is it this people I'm next to? Is it this? And just flip it. Confidence is honestly not that deep. It's actually quite easy. Just one day wake up and be like, you know what? I'm going to be confident. Done. We've solved the issue. If it's people, friends that you shouldn't be around, get away from them, right? If it's insecurities, listen, God made you how you are. Everyone is different. Just be happy with what you look like. It's not that, it's like no one cares, all right?